Yoshimo, I'm certainly not going to give him... He's not going to expose himself first. He's going to look around and see what dangers await in here before he does anything too rash. Let's see.
Yes?
Oh crap, one of them saw him somehow. Can he escape from the conversation? No, he can't. That's it. I am a stranger in your time-lost buried city, and all you say is hello? What would you have me say? Shall I proclaim the wonder of your arrival? Shall I bemoan the terrible length of the ages? Should my knees buckle at the very sight of you? I'm sure it would make you feel important, but I've simply no interest in you. I think you'll find we care about very little at all. This is Yoshimo talking, so... And I care even less who you are. Just tell me what this place is. Ah, you wish the exposition. Typical. I should write this down so I don't have to keep repeating it. Not that we have a lot of visitors. We are the guardians. We guard the temple. This is very important because every few hundred years someone almost wanders this way. We have forgotten what it is we guard. We have forgotten how many generations we have been here, and we have forgotten what it is to have purpose. You sound thrilled with your calling. Why do you stay? We cannot leave. We cannot even die. We are born again in an endless recycling of our souls. We learn over and over again that we are condemned to a fate we no longer want. And the temple, who is it dedicated to? The temple has been so long since we have uttered the god's name it has been forgotten by most. What loyalty do we owe to a creature that would condemn us to this? And this disease you appear to have, what is it? It is the decay of our minds and souls. We grow to hate the power that sustains us, so it rots us from the inside. There is no cure, there is no escape, there is no end. Then I suppose I will try to release you somehow. Do what you will. There is no escape for us. We have accepted this. We teach it to the newly young, who then teach it to the old that die and are reborn. The deal which placed us here has been followed to the letter, and we are never to be released from service no matter how pointless the task. You will fail. You cannot help but fail. We know this. We expect nothing other. You worship suffering like a martyr of a martyr, but you lack pride or purpose. I do not know this name you speak of, but even the name of our own god is lost, so it is not surprising. We direct nothing but loathing to the temple now. Take what you will, we are guardians in name only. They might as well be simple, mindless skeletons. Wow. These are some rather, unhappy people. The temple appears neglected and dusty. Its beauty a forgotten memory. And there are more people here. The children that he spoke of. Looks like there isn't a way around, other than what's back here. Well, Yoshimo is going to have a very interesting story to tell the others when they get back. That is pretty crazy. As you look through the door, you see the interior of this building has fallen into disrepair. It would be foolish to enter. Alright, well Yoshimo is going to go back and report on what the group found. You don't have any other healing for Keldorn? Nope, doesn't really look like it. I mean, there's summoning the nymph, but that's not really necessary. I think it might be a good idea just to rest. Okay. Problem solved.
More. I don't know what I'm pretty one-dimensional in what I want.
Alright, okay, Minsk. Put me the core away, please. Before I go nuts. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Clear liqueur gets really, really old after, well, a few minutes.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Alright, good enough. Alright, well I suppose we should try talking to some of these other spirits here. I mean, Yoshimo already spoke with that one and told the party about it. So I guess, yeah.
Ready and able.
We should maybe chat up the other ones around here.
Whatever I can do to help.
See what further they can reveal of the condition here. Hello. Soon to sleep and wake, no sooner dead than born. Stay here too long and you may find yourself strapped to the wheel of fortune too. Ugh.
Just name what you want.
Here, Yan, maybe you can wander over this way.
Your worship.
Talk to that person.
In Tom's name, I shall
Stranger.
You want to see what we made? You go into the temple and see what we made. We can't because it's ours. We forget. You can keep it, but cannot fight it. Or see it, but cannot fight it. What are you talking about, child? You will see. I cannot see, but that's because it's mine. You will see. Cannot fight it. What can I not fight? What do you speak of? Send our thoughts to the temple, we do. Thoughts of wounded faith. Can you fight a wound in faith? Go away. My fun is done years ago. Oh, that's sad. He's maybe gonna pry a bit further. Why can't you see what is in there, even if it is yours? Have you seen it? Is it pretty? A nice red, she says. The fanatic is always right. Cannot see his hatred. It is his, but he cannot see it.
Every battle bow, run, bow, run!
Interesting.
Make way, villainy! Here coming
Excuse
through!
me. Leave me alone. You just leave and go. How old are you, child? Doesn't matter. I'll be old and then young a dozen more times. Go away. What is there to see around here, little one? You and you're nothing new. Gonna leave and we're not. Go away. Ugh.
I'll do it for a turnip.
Away with you, shadows. We are in darkness already. What do you mean by that? I am no shadow. No, perhaps not, but we are in darkness. The light of the sun did shine, but has gone away, and we curse the light. Leave us be.
I
We can do
haven't been
nothing.
displeased with a group of folk. You know, this reminds me of that time way back.
Of course!
Alright, so apparently there is something scary inside the temple, so we should approach with caution. Oh, there appears to be a demon here. Empathic manifest. Oh, that must be what they're talking about. Let's kill this thing. Hate is here. Hate is here. Attack with anger and feed the hate. The hate. Hate suffering. I feed on these. They harm me not. I feed. Our attacks are doing damage, and it's already nearly dead. But it says it feeds on hate and suffering.
But
I
kicking,
stand
for
ready. I
goodness!
Fleet of foot and
I
all
wouldn't
that.
dream of
Idea.
A standard tactic, that.
Alright, try... If he fades on feet and anger, how about a little love and tenderness? Take that.
What's in the temple of I? Speak of yourself. You are almost beyond the sight of I.
You form out of the very air. What are you? The temple is I, and I am the temple. It is to me and of me. The beast is not I. The beast does kill my form repeatedly. You have slain it for but a small time. It comes again and again. The beast is a fell deity, for it has more power than I can muster. My legion of followers feed the creature, and I am weakened and fading. Such power the beast has. If this is your temple, then you have no legion. Your followers do not follow you. But they must serve. It is the letter of the agreement. They were to guard, and I would provide for their lives. This was to be for all time. Until what? They die and are reborn to guard against nothing? No one comes. Then it is a little wonder I cannot defeat the beast. It is their loathing and pathos, and it has become their object of worship, whether they know it or not. The time has passed. I have not here and will not again. Even the great device has waned in power, and it is not so epic a danger as once I thought. Do you hear her saying, I understand. It is an avatar of a fated god, left guarding an item that has waned in power. Loathing has replaced the worship of his followers. A lingering fate.
I weep for my children. Their hate sustains this place, though they would intend otherwise. Had they not thought of me at all, I would have perished, and soon after so would they.
Is that the end you envision? Death to all that follow you? Death would be welcome to them, not the death they have now, wherein the spirit is still bound to earth, but true death, where they would join me in the keep of the eternal sun. The eternal sun? Where have we heard that before? A monitor, an ancient sun god. The letter of the bargain was that I protect the great device until the end of time. The creator races were very specific. I will reinterpret the words, for it is surely the end of my time. The intent of the bargain was that the great device would not be used again. If it is indeed the end of time, then my last act should be to destroy it. I have not the power to do so. Well, then your people will continue to suffer. No, I will not have it. I must end this in such a fashion as to satisfy duty. You, open your mind. Perhaps you have knowledge of use.
Yes! I see in your mind the way to release this place. You seek the great device for another, though you owe them no allegiance, and they intend to kill you.
That's not really that surprising.
The cause is simple. You will take the great device, the piece that I possess, and ye shall combine it with the piece the creature already has. The assembled rod would surely destroy the beast. You must use the item upon the beast, and then return it to me. Use it but once, or you will perish under its power. Tell my people that you carry the piece that I give you, that you might deplete it, that you go to restore its components so that it may be disposed of as a whole, not in part. My people must know I intend to destroy it when you return. But more, they must know I intend to end their service. This simple act of bringing together the two parts of the rod will instill a small amount of faith for an instant. If they are in my presence, such an instant will allow me to destroy the artifact.
Have you not the power to do any of this? Why do you need me? The energies of my followers are directed at this place, not at me. Should I try to leave, I would likely lose my form, only to return in the temple some years later. You must do this. Their loathing sustains the cycle. They must have a moment of hope such that I will be powered to free them. I will help you. Give me the device. Take it, and plant the seed of hope within my followers. They may not believe you now, but when you return they will perhaps have a spark.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
And saying, well, that's all very interesting. Much more so than the last time I met a god. Teeny has met a god before this? It was Ogma, the god of knowledge. Although I can't say I really met him, I suppose, as he was drunk and fast asleep in Cousin Roffer's back lawn. Or perhaps I should say on Cousin Roffer's back lawn. He was a giant of an avatar, sprawled out and snoring. I wonder how you get a god drunk. For shame, gnome. Ogma is a sober god, and not at all like you describe. One should respect even those one does not worship, and not make them the butt of jokes. But it's true! Someone had drawn a mustache on him and yanked his underwear clear up to his shoulder blades. No idea who, but all I can think is that it must have been one hell of a party. But if you won't believe me, well, as much as it hurts poor old Yen, I suppose there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, poor Yen Jensen, he's such a liar. Boo-hoo. Poor Yen. So what's going on up here? Oh, you seem to have a little altar there. There's a sense of holiness about the altar. Yeah, it's so holy that it has some stuff in it. Yoink! That's just how holy it is. Whatever. It just seems silly that they would put that there. Anyway, hey, you can actually use those, can't you? Alright, well there you go. Oh right, he dropped stuff because of all the things that Jaheira. Alright, well we should give some of this stuff back to Jaheira. That she would not have dropped, but she did. Alright, and what is this? Oh, that's the Crown Fair Scroll. And that's all evidence that we should keep. Yeah, Kered should hold on to the important stuff here. And the gems go in here. And a skull trap spell, maybe Yen can use that. Oh, he cannot use it. It's necromancy. Maybe Kered will have it on hand. Might be fun. He hasn't used that spell in a while. Alright, so we have part of the rod. What is this thing? Rift device part. First part of the rift device rod. The section of the rod is highly coveted by the unseeing eye.
Yes?
Yeah, we're not going to give it to it, to say the least.
Yes?
Have you enjoyed your visit? Of course you found nothing, and of course you will leave empty-handed. There is... you. You have the great device. What are you doing with that? It cannot be moved. It has not been moved in a millennia. It is the will of your god that it be taken from this place and weakened. I do not believe you. Nothing has changed here in ages. If you have the great device, it is only because our god is weaker than we imagined. You will see. It is to be destroyed when I return, and then you will be free of your duty. Nothing changes here. You will not return. We will not be freed. There's nothing to lend our faith to but hate and loathing. Go. It's the last we will see of you.
Just as I thought.
They don't seem to believe us. Well, we'll do something about that. We'll restore your faith in your dying god yet. Well, we got the part of the rift device that they wanted. And, but yeah, what I believe to be Almonitor said that, the Unseeing Eye is gonna try to kill us when we turn it in. Not terribly surprising, considering it is a beholder, supposedly. And, yeah, beholders don't exactly have a good reputation. There was one down here, and it was rather nasty. And of course, we ran into one Furgrak's dungeon as well, also rather unpleasant. You know, the whole turning people to stone and killing them and eating them and all that unpleasantness. They just don't have a good reputation, what can I say? Other than that...
Onward then.
We didn't find any way to access that secret entrance. We do have the part of the device, though, so I guess we can talk to Cesar and his buddies over here. Say, oh, hey, we got it.
Is that you? Have you returned successful?
Yes, I have the half of the rod here with me. Most excellent, my lord. Most wonderful. Let me tell you, then, how the second half of the rod can be acquired. The Unseeing Eye is in a great pit in the center of the cult compound. You cannot enter the pit by the stairs. The Baldur's minions would slay you. But you must get into the pit. There is a niche where the beholder stores his treasures, including the rod. There is a safe way to get to that niche. One of our friends is still in the cult. You must approach him and say the phrase, "The eye is blind." He will then know who you are and be able to help you. You will find him by the pit of the faithless. Do hurry, my lord. The beholder continues to mesmerize and murder the innocent even as we speak. Wow, that sounds incredibly dangerous. But that is what we're here to do. I shall go immediately and locate this man you speak of. Praise the gods. I wish you well, my lord. Remember, do not speak to Gaul. If he senses that you have half the rod, the plan is doomed. Speak only to Tad. Wait, I think we actually met Tad. He was near the pit of the faithless. Gaul is the high priest, though, so we definitely don't want to bump into him. Thing is that Gaul's room is actually on the way to Tad. So it might be most prudent to actually go the long way around the room, assuming that Gaul actually is still in his room, in order to actually avoid him sensing the presence of the part of the rift device that we have. Yeah, that seems the most prudent way to go about it. I was actually wondering, what does the Holy Avenger do again? 50% magic resistance, dispel magic 3 times per day, +5 to chaotic evil opponents in addition to other bonuses, and it dispels magic whenever the sword strikes. Wow, that is really nice. Really, really, really nice. Okay then. Well, let's hope Gaul and friends are not just like waiting for us at the front door. That would totally suck. It's like, hey, we're back. Oh, right. We don't really want to give you the rift device. That would be an awkward conversation. Yep, so going the long way around, making sure not to talk to anyone. We really don't want to draw attention to ourselves after all. This, I believe, is the man we need to talk to.
Task at hand.
The eye is blind? You, Cesar sent you. Thank the gods I am relieved he's still alive. I'm Tad. What do you need me to do? You said that you would know a secret way to reach the small cave at the back of the beholder's lair. Can you help me find it? You want to enter the beholder's lair? Well, you must go down the pit of the faithless. Below is a secret pathway to the small cave in the lair. I don't know exactly where the passage is. Be wary of the creatures who feed upon the bodies of the faithless that are thrown down there. Are you sure this small cave in the lair will be safe? It should be safe, my lord, unless the unseeing eye is currently within. He plans a great mass soon, so if you hurry, you should be safe. I see. You want me to go down into that pit? It's not much of a plan. I'm afraid I can do little else to help you with that, my lord. I will pray for you to succeed. Very well. Thank you for the assistance, Ted. Good luck, my lord.
As you will.
Alright, this seems like a good spot. Cannot save it this time. Whatever. This looks like Trap City. The pit above is too steep to climb back up. Numerous corpses lie below that have been picked clean. Ew. Kered and friends are faithless. That's not really true, but it seems like an ironic enough way to save a game.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Alright, send Yoshimo forward to look for traps and enemies. Wow, sure enough. Lots of undead. Mummies and gas. There's a corpse over there. Well, that did not take very long. Alright, well, we obviously need to get rid of these undead.
As I would have done.
You have a plan? I shall do my utmost.
Sharp. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Alright, should probably get all the stone skins back up. That should be a fantastic idea, I think. Okay.
I am yours to direct, my
And
friend.
protection from evil.
I haven't been displeased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
The tourists love that stuff.
Alright.
Jump on my sword while you can, Evil. I won't be as gentle. The bigger they are, the harder I hit.
Alright, this seems like an excellent opportunity for a well-placed fireball. Kered, if you would oblige.
It is about time.
And,
If it will help.
our ranged combatants, start shooting. Ooh, that blew up quite a few of them.
So be it.